Hello. This is gonna be pretty short and sweet, but everything's gone off the rails, and I just wanted to make a quick video. I had a bunch of plans. I pretty much had a video planned for every single week when I started this channel back in, I think it was March. Was it March? Has it been that long? I don't remember. Back in the spring, I had a video planned out every single week. I missed a couple of weeks because I was traveling or I got sick, but I have a whole bunch of ideas and I'd still like to work on all of those ideas. There's also a reason that I'm off-centered right now. It looks weird on the screen, but that's okay. I have a lot of ideas. I'm the ideas guy. I have so many ideas and I would love to be able to get through them. But because of that, I've been able to kind of have an idea and film something every single week since I've started this channel. It's worked out pretty well. I've missed a week here and there, either due to traveling or to being sick or just kind of running out of time, not being able to read the books and get those finished in a timely fashion, and that's fine. And then I fell into a reading slump pretty damn hard. I went tumbling head first into the reading slump, just face first, sliding down into the reading slump. There was no stopping it. No one could save me. We just had to fall into the reading slump and let it go. I feel like what happened was, I'm not blaming Twilight. This isn't me blaming reading all the Twilight books and then falling into a reading slump, but I think reading all of them back to back and not giving myself a break, I think it was just poor timing on my part, because I had a timeline in my head. I was like, okay, here's when I want that video to come out. And so here's when I would need to read these books. And some of them these books were longer than I thought they were gonna be. So it was taking me a little longer to read them than I thought it would. I think that was what the problem was. It was just kind of poor timing on my part. It was not the book's fault. I'm a new Twilight fan and we are not gonna blame the books and we are not gonna blame Twilight, all right? I also just don't want people coming after me for that. So I think it's just poor timing on my part and me pushing myself to get this pretty decent set of large books read within a certain time frame to have a video go out in a certain time. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I do have other series that I want to get read and do full series reading vlogs on. However, now that I've done one, I know things that I would do differently for the next time. And this is just me being fully transparent. I don't regret reading all of the Twilight books in one go. Well, I kind of do. I kind of regret not giving myself a little bit of a break and giving myself a little bit more time. It can get pretty exhausting to read one series back to back to back to back and just be in this one universe for an extended amount of time and basically not think about anything else. It can get a little exhausting and, get a little tiring for your brain. Not that I regret it, but I now know what I would do differently. But I just wanted to be a little transparent. And I think doing that, and it took me about a month, or at least it felt like a month. I actually don't remember how long it took me, but I do think it took me roughly a month. I think because of that, afterwards, I was like, I don't want to read anything. I don't want to look at a book. I don't want to pick up a book. Digital, physical, audio, none of it. I don't want to do anything with books at all. So that's why I really haven't been putting out videos because I haven't been reading. Because I was in a reading slump, I don't think I touched a book, honestly, in a couple of weeks. And then I started slowly easing back into a little bit of audiobooks because I was still going, okay, well, I need to try to put some videos out, and I had a couple of ideas. I was gonna put it on the back burner, and then I was still trying to get a video out, and then I was gonna try to cut that video down from what it was to a smaller video, and then it just didn't end up happening. So maybe it'll happen next year because I really do think it's a fun idea, but we're getting off track again. The point is, I'm slowly coming out of my reading slump thanks to Robin Hobb, because what I've decided to do basically for the rest of the year, since there's only 2 months of the year left. Did you want to hear that? Because I didn't. there's only 2 months of the year left. That's completely ridiculous to think about. Robin Hobb is bringing me out of my reading slump. I'm going to try to focus on some of the books that are left on my 25 and 25, and right now I'm focusing on Assassin's Quest, which is the very last book in the Farseer trilogy. Got like the light from the heavens shining down on me right now, so I'm just gonna face this way and hope for the best. So on my November TBR, I actually only had 3 books. I'm gonna turn this way and hopefully put the books right here. It's gonna be a very casual video. I originally only had 3 books on my November TBR, but then Allie convinced me to put 1 more on there. I have Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. I also have Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. And then Allie convinced me to add Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This light is bananas. Okay, if I sit back here, it's fine. We're just gonna be back here now. For Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms, I've never done a tandem read before. For this series, I was just reading them in publication order. I DNF'd Tower of Dawn the first time. When was that? Like, I know I've said it before. I think it was, I'll put the date here. I'll find it and I'll put it on the screen. I couldn't get through it. It's such a struggle, which is why I'm trying the tandem read. And I know I've said that before as well. Since I decided to do the tandem read, I was going, okay, let me see if I can find the physical copies at my library. Because I wasn't just going to go and buy physical copies, because this isn't a series that I can see myself rereading all the time. I have the ebook bundle that I bought a while back. It's kind of difficult to navigate. And because it's an ebook bundle, I was like, there's no way that I'm gonna sit here and flip back and forth on my Kindle. It's just gonna make me really irritated, and then try to go forward and find my spot in Empire of Storms, and then try to go back and find my spot in Tower of Dawn. It's just gonna be really annoying to try to do that in my Kindle. How am I gonna do this? Maybe if I find a physical copy. Why I've never thought before to use my tablet and my Kindle, I don't know. But that's what I'm gonna do, because every single time I check my library, all the physical copies of either of the books are in use. It's still a very popular series, so I understand, and the wait time is absolutely ludicrous. I'm just gonna use my tablet and my Kindle. It's gonna be a lot easier that way. I want to finish Assassin's Quest first before I start the tandem read, because essentially that would be 3 books at once, and I've done that before, but I don't feel like doing that this time. We're going into a very cozy, relaxed time of year, and I want to keep it that way. I'm filming this on Tuesday, November 4th, so I think I could probably finish Assassin's Quest this week, if not by early next week. So then I could start the tandem read and hopefully finish that by mid-month, and then start Six of Crows. In December, really the only 2 books I want to have as a priority on my TBR are Jade War and Kingdom of Ash. There are a couple of others I have on there, but for November and December, I was like, I'm keeping my TBR really, really low. I'm just gonna put very minimal books on there. If I get to more than that, great. If I don't, that's okay. I just want to keep it relaxed. I think that was a problem I ran into last year as well. I got really hyped about seeing how many books I was reading, and this was before I started a booktube. It was just, I got really stoked in going, oh my gosh, look how many books I'm reading, and seeing those numbers add up, and just, I was enjoying the reading, but also getting stoked of seeing those numbers go up of how many books I was reading throughout the year. And so it just kind of inadvertently pushed me to read more. And then I kind of burned out a little bit. And then this time I ran into I fell into a reading slump by pushing myself to, here's all these video ideas I have, and I have to make a video a week. And so because of that, I have to read all of these books, and I have to make sure I'm reading them within these time frames in order to get these videos out by these certain times. I'm gonna go into 2026 with a different mindset. I'm going to keep creating videos, but I'm going to approach it in a different way. I'm still working out how I'm going to approach it, but I don't want to, sorry, I'm distracted by the cat right now. I don't quite know how I'm going to approach 2026 yet, but I think I'm going to end up scaling back. I just think I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to go, okay, here's the video ideas I have. That means I have to read this many books every single week or every single month in order to get this video out. I don't want to do that. That makes it less fun for me. And on top of that, I've also started my running and fitness channel, because I'm also working on that because I'm working on myself. I have other goals and hobbies and things that I'm working on outside of BookTube. I'm also working on other content outside of BookTube with my Twitch and my crafting and my gaming. Got a lot going on up here and in my life. I have just too many things that I want to work on at the same time, I think, is the problem. So then I start stretching myself too thin. I know the easy way to do that is people are probably going, okay, well, how about we just focus on one thing? Well, that's no fun. I don't want to do that. The easiest way for me is to just scale back a little bit. Like, I can dedicate time to all of the things I want to do. I just need to scale it back. Instead of going 100% balls to the wall, pedal to the floor, 100% in every single thing and burn myself out in every aspect of my life, I could just tone it back a little bit. And I can focus. There are some things I'm going to be focusing on more in particular, and I might scale it back in other particular areas. This is going to be an area that I scale it back. So I won't be putting out a video every single week here. It might only be like 2 times a month, maybe 3 times a month. It won't be every single week. That does give me more time to read and enjoy the books instead of rushing through them, because there were a handful of times this year it felt like, okay, I have to hurry up and read this book because otherwise, if I don't get this book read by tomorrow or by today, I can't get my review done, I can't make my video, I can't edit it, and then I can't get it out on Friday. So that just, it takes the fun out of making YouTube videos. It takes the fun out of reading the book. That's kind of the point of this. If it takes the fun out of it, I don't want to do that. So instead of doing that, we're gonna scale it back a little bit. Starting now, we're gonna scale it back. Also, it's probably a good thing that I focus on my 25 and 25 because we're nowhere near done and we only have 2 months of the year left. I won't be getting them done, but you know, that's okay. I can get more of them read and I can finish a trilogy. I can at least finish another series before the end of the year. So not a TBR video, not a haul video, not even a review video, just kind of a, here's what's going on. Everything's gone off the rails, but if you watched my 24-hour video, that's kind of how my brain feels right now. And that's okay, but that's where we're going. For the rest of the year, we're still going to get some reviews in. What I'd like to do is have a Throne of Glass reading vlog video come out, also do an update vlog with, you know, how I'm doing with my 25 and 25. We'll have more videos come out, but we're going to be scaling it back, but I'm still here. Everything's gone off the rails, but I'm still here and I'll still be making videos. All right, that's all. I hope everyone's having a great day. Keep reading. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.